Hi, we're Chris and Teresa, and we would love to guide you on your fiber arts journey. We own a successful fiber processing mill and online needle felting business, experienced at raising all fiber animals, and have renovated a 100-year-old school into a fiber arts retreat center.
Processing, needle felting, yarn, roving, fiber animals, and sustainable agriculture are all topics discussed here. Think of this as your one-stop shop for advice, information, tips, and getting your questions answered on all things from farm to needle. So pull up a seat, make sure you're cozy, and get ready to be inspired while you learn. This is EweTube.
Welcome to EweTube 204, and we are back at you from the studio. Yeah.
So,
Happy 4th of July, belated.
yes, it's over. And
It
was
is
a
over.
success.
It was so wonderful, so busy, so blessed. Oh my goodness, it really was an amazing day.
Was.
Yeah.
There was about the same amount of parade entries, but there was,
Yeah.
we thought it looked like a bigger crowd.
Yep.
The town was
In town,
full,
it was.
which is really fun to see.
Yeah, it truly is. And they had neat children's activities up in the park, and they had a piggy food food truck up there, and there was a youth group from, I think it was a youth group from a church selling food out of the fire hall. There was so many people lining the streets. It was awesome. And we had so many people. We rocked it with these amazing burgers, buffalo cheddar cheese or bison cheddar cheese brats that were like literally this big. They were so big, so good. And yeah, it was just, it was so much fun. Everyone had a good time. We had the Little Miss Liberty, Little Uncle Sam pageant, which had over 20 entries, which is amazing. That's growing. And and then they had a kids dance
cornhole
section.
tournament.
Yeah, that had almost twice as many entries as last year.
That was kind of fun to watch.
Yeah. And who was the winner?
My husband and my son.
Yes. Who would have
Casey and
thunk?
Jeff.
That was awesome.
Who knew they could play?
Has he
cornhole?
ever done that before? Do you guys own a board set or?
No. We've played it like when camping in the
Yeah.
summer. That's about it.
Wow.
But he claims his horseshoe skills kicked in from when
That
he was
would be
young. I have never
Yeah.
seen him play horseshoes, so I was kind of surprised.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Well, what about Casey? I mean,
I
it
know.
was a team, so.
I know.
And
I don't know.
Casey doesn't play all the time, or?
No.
Isn't that something? That's super fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah. So next year we just hope to do it bigger, better. Every year, it's
We think of things that maybe we could have done differently.
Yeah.
We think all of the rooms should have been booked because the people that stayed here were like, this is the best 4th of July. It's perfect.
Yes.
Small town.
Oh,
4th of July. The fireworks are amazing.
Yes, they were 40 minutes long.
Yeah.
Just wow.
Yeah, it's the perfect small town.
Yep.
4th of July.
Yep.
If
Awesome.
you're
Awesome.
looking for
awesome.
that. So, and then we had several parade entries, and we had a couple winners that the mayor chose, and one was the Gnomes on the Ranger.
They're so cute.
It was so cute. That was
Goodness,
second place, and then
Yeah.
first place was these cute little sheep. They had them in their little coats, and then with little wings on them.
Yes, they were so
They were
cute.
adorable.
They were the 4-H lambs, and so all the kids had, mine took 3rd place, and it was pretty neat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
and
neat.
our float for the Shepherd Industries was some
Are
of
you
the,
sharing pictures? Do you have pictures?
I hope I have some. I don't have any of them.
I have pictures. Yeah, of them. Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. They had, we made them felt ears with a floof of wool on their head, and they painted their noses. There was 4 of them. Gail, Lindsay, Marielle, and Helen, and then the shepherd was Carla walking behind them. And they would reach out and go, bye, and whip candy out the trailer. We had them in the stock trailer, and Teresa and I were sitting on a bench in the back of the pickup, just, that was fun.
And then Kristen was on the university float with her kids and Cardinal, the lamb.
Yes, yes. It was pretty cute. She had her kids in their church sheep costumes, and then she had them in a little pen. So it's so sweet.
So the kids were in a pen and the sheep was just on a halter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was cute. So much fun. So next year, mark your calendars. Wednesday, this is going to be the place to be. Absolutely.
So our sheep update, I recently was out helping Jeff with the rotation, and I did a little videoing, and I made this cute little video showcasing rotational grazing because we just wanted to share how it's improving our soil so much. It wasn't the best soil out there. We'd always wondered what to do with this.
This
is
is
just
on
very,
your land,
very sparse.
right? By your house?
Yeah, it's land we rent right by our house, but it was very sparse. It didn't, they would be out there for a little bit and be done. So now we started the rotational grazing, and we can see the improvement in the grass and all the different
That's amazing.
plants coming up, and so that's exciting to see. So I made this little video, and I'm going to use some of this footage for our educational things for the university. So when we do tours, this will be part of the tour.
Welcome to the Bear Creek Ranch, where we raise a flock of sheep for their high-quality wool, which is used in our products. At Bear Creek, we prioritize the well-being of our animals and the health of our land. Today, we will explore how rotational grazing plays a vital role in raising healthy sheep and improving soil health. At Bear Creek Ranch, we take great pride in raising a flock of sheep that provide us with the finest wool for our products at Shepherd Industries. Ensuring the well-being of our animals is not just about the quality of our wool, it's a fundamental part of who we are. To achieve this, we employ a rotational grazing system that allows our sheep to thrive, while also benefiting the soil they graze upon. Every 2 to 3 days, we carefully dismantle the electric netting, granting our sheep access to a fresh patch of pasture. This practice mimics the natural movement of grazing animals, promoting their well-being and enhancing the quality of their wool. To ensure our sheep stay hydrated and content, we provide them with a portable water tank that accompanies them as they move from one grazing area to another. The benefits of rotational grazing extend beyond our sheep. By practicing the sustainable method, we significantly improve the health of the soil. Through rotational grazing, we give the grass in each grazing area ample time to recover fully. This recovery period allows for increased root growth, enhanced organic matter, and improved soil structure. Additionally, rotational grazing helps break the parasite life cycle. By frequently moving our sheep, we minimize their exposure to parasites, ensuring their health and the quality of their wool. By implementing rotational grazing, we prioritize the well-being of our sheep, which in turn translates into high-quality wool for our products at Shepherd Industries. We believe that the key to exceptional products lies in the care we provide to our animals and the sustainable practices we employ at Bear Creek. Thank you for joining us on this journey into rotational grazing with our sheep. At Bear Creek and Shepherd Industries, we are committed to raising healthy animals, producing the finest wool, and improving soil health through sustainable practices.
Nice. Yeah. And then this has been
So I don't know if
Murdock.
I don't know if y'all remember Murdock, our bull, where he got hung up on the fence a while back, and he survived that. So last week he got out of his pen, and he was 2 miles away when my husband found him. He just tracked him by his tracks through the field, found him and got him back. He got him back to the yard and was bringing him down the driveway. And I think it was probably Thursday of last week that I came home and I was in the house and I heard the four-wheeler going and going and going. This only means one thing: he's chasing something. So when he got the bull in the yard, down the driveway, it just turned and went into the trees. And then he would get it out of the trees and it would just turn back and go in the trees. And so then I asked him, if I can help. So I would follow along on my four-wheeler while he was trying to chase him out of the trees so that we could get him into the pen. And yeah, he would just circle right back in. And then it got to the point where it was dark and both Jeff and I are walking through the trees trying to find a black bull, and it wasn't working, and we did give up because we didn't find him anywhere. And we would listen, because just to hear his little movements was the only way you could know where he was, but he was smart enough to know to just stand still.
Oh gosh.
And I was like, I'm going to probably run right into him one of these times. But yeah, we were falling down, tripping on because we couldn't see what we were doing. And then we just gave up. And then 2 days went by of us searching for this bull. And then we finally found him in a neighbor's pasture with 2 other bulls and some cows. And so Jeff had to go get this portable chute that he had to rent from somebody and set it all up and got all of the cows and our bull in and then hauled it home. And now he's in solitary confinement in front of my house so I can see him. And this morning when I left, I thought, oh, he's not in there.
Oh,
but
no.
he was hiding behind the bale. But yeah, he paces. And it's the same fence that he was hanging on not very long ago in, I don't know, whatever episode that was, but he's a piece of work. And so while that first night when we could have got him in, but he just kept going in the trees and then disappeared, my husband has been kind of, I don't know if we need a border collie. I convinced him. This would have saved us a lot of time if we'd had a dog to chase him out of the trees.
Yep.
So
yep.
we're still working on that. I have many contacts, thankfully. I've
awesome.
talked to a few. I have local contacts as well as some quite a distance, but I am quite sure we'll find something.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll keep you updated.
Sweet.
I don't have the puffin.
You have pictures of the puffin.
I don't, but
Okay, she made the cutest puffin. Well, you started it in Indiana.
in Indiana, yeah.
And finished it on Sunday.
I did at Maker's Day.
Yep. Pretty cute he is. She is. He is. He is. Yeah, he is. Okay.
I don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
Oh. Well, it's so brightly colored. Are puffins like robins and blue jays and, or the...
We were on Maker's Day. Gail was researching and Libby was researching, and they shed their colors.
Yeah, because
It's
they
like
go
a lighter
they go
color.
into the ocean and live out there in the middle of the ocean. And they can swim and they can flap their little wings and
Wing
swim.
flippers.
It's crazy. I had no idea.
It's amazing what you learn about animals while you're felting them. I have learned a lot over the years.
Elephants. I bet all of them, zebras and
Because
giraffes.
as you're making them, you think, I wonder.
Why is this tail like this?
Yeah.
This one is for you.
In regard to vertical growth of the wool business, I am interested in purchasing yarn grown and manufactured in our
Maybe
country.
us.
I thought Chris would be selling more yarn, but seems she spins mostly for customers who bring her their fiber. Am I right about that?
All right, okay. We have yarn. We have yarn for sale that we sell in the store, but oftentimes if we do hand-painted skeins or if we are even doing dyeing, we haven't gotten enough that's worth Teresa's time to list it. Because if there's 4 skeins, by the time you list it, they're sold.
So you have to take the picture and
Yes.
set up the whole listing.
And the
to do
description, it's a process.
It is.
And so we do have some yarn that we've done in bigger batches, and we're working on more. Right now I'm doing a batch that is going to be a fingering weight with mohair, and then that we're just going to leave natural, and then we're going to do some other white skeins, and we're talking about doing some dye studio something, so stay tuned for that. Should I not have revealed that?
If you're local.
Well, what do you mean? You can fly in.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, good grief. I would fly in, hang out here, dye some yarn. Oh my goodness, it'd be so much fun. And then go have a glass of wine and a nice meal, put your feet up and go to bed early, get up late. Yeah. Anywho. Yes, so we are working on that to have more online, to have a consistent type. Right now, what we always kind of have is we have a kind of a confetti. It's got sari silk, so it's got little bits of color from the sari silk, and we have those usually in stock and online. And yeah, so anywho.
So what we're looking to do is have a line of yarn. That's always going to be the same, always the same colors, so that you can always come back and get those same kinds. And then it would be worthwhile to list and then advertise and promote across social media and things. So that's what we're hoping to do.
Yep.
Does your reserved Navajo churro have multiple horns? When I looked them up, Wikipedia said they can have lots of horns, maybe even more than 6 horns.
This was news to us.
We didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought only Jacobs had multiple horns like that. So you're going to share a picture of the little dude. Yeah. No, only 2 horns this one has.
So far, I don't know if they come
So
later.
far, yeah, I don't know, but awfully cute. It's brown and white and pretty cute.
And then the last question, there was more to it, but it was, in the end, it was, how did we meet Ron? So Ron Anderson is the one that gave us the loan to do this whole project. And we wouldn't have been able to do it without him because no bank would fund this. And we recently paid him off with a conventional loan.
Yep.
And so this person wanted to know how we met Ron. And so that's a...
Yeah, well, I still remember Mike going, because we went to talk to Mike Peterson, our neighbor, because we drove across his lawn and thought he was really mad at us, and we were going to apologize because he lives right next to the school, and we thought, what are we going to do if we get off on the wrong foot with our neighbor? We were so nervous.
Well, because it was such a mess here then that
and
I can't remember, there was something behind us, so we couldn't get turned around, and we thought, well, we'll just go straight ahead.
Yeah, we thought it was
this kind of looks like a road, but it was his driveway and across his lawn. So. And we thought we had upset him greatly.
So we said, can we come talk to you? So we did. We were very nervous. And so we had a nice visit. And at one point, after listening to us, because one of the questions was...
Well, I think we've shared this before.
Yeah. Are you guys loaded? I remember that you're either loaded or... Anyway.
Or nuts.
Right. So then he wrote down Ron Anderson and his phone number and slid it across the table to us. And that's what started it. That's how I called him the next day, got a hold of him in Thailand, and then Teresa and I met him. And
but first thing that you did was to ask him for advice.
Yes, we weren't calling him for a loan or for money. We knew we were just in awe that this rags to riches story of how
he was an alumni of the school.
Yes, and how he was such an amazing businessman and has all these patents, and we were just like, wow, we need some advice here. Yeah, and he's got factories, and we're a factory, and so that's how it started.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was some texts back and forth over the next year, and then we finally met him in person. It was almost a year later.
Yep, when he was back in Enderlin.
Yeah.
And the rest is history. Yeah. Yep.
So last week's question and answer, what is the name that was carved with a paperclip on the Statue of Liberty statue? Where's the Statue of Liberty statue? Who wrote that? Did I?
Must have.
Okay, anyway. It was Rick Hughesby. And the winner is at Jan Shower 9076.
Yes, congratulations. We had lots of folks that got it right.
I was misbehaving.
You were misbehaving, yes.
And she grabbed me by the shoulders and brought me out here.
Yep.
And I think she told me to face that statue.
Yes.
So I took my little scribe out and thought I might as well leave a calling card,
Yep, exactly, yeah. And you will forever be on our little statue right there.
Oh, yeah.
Rick,
Yeah,
forever.
yeah.
Well, we are so happy to have finally met you.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Dear man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very glad we got that
Absolutely.
on video.
And next week's question is...
So while I was going through like so just thinking of the 4th of July, and like 2 years ago was our grand opening. We opened, it was the 1st through the 4th that we did our grand opening. And a very special part of that was the raising of the flag.
For the first time.
For the very first time, in the same spot that it always was in front of the school. Different flagpole and everything.
That was donated from two very dear folk that we love very much.
Yes. And so that was the first time the flag was raised, and got a video of that, and someone played the trumpet. And yeah, it's amazing to watch and think of everything that we went through up to that point. And the significance of it all.
Yes.
It's amazing. So our next week's question is, who was that played the trumpet for our grand opening flag raising? The funny part is we did this video once already.
It was really a cute background. That looked really cute.
You know, it was 4th of July and it was really cute. And
Yes.
it
was in front of where they did the pageant, so it was very whoosh whoosh. Lots of color, red, white, and blue.
And while we were doing it, we thought we looked kind of funny.
Yeah,
because we could see ourselves on this new camera. And it looked kind of jerky. And we remember like saying that at one point, but we didn't do anything about it.
No. Just assumed it would just
fix itself.
Yeah.
It
But
didn't.
anywho.
It didn't. So when I was editing that day, I got my whole rotational grazing thing done, and then I was moving on to the next thing, and
Yeah, she texts me, I can do nothing with this video. I'm like, great.
It's like, this is how we spend our time doing YouTubes twice. But that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. And it's because we keep doing this because you folks, you're watching and you come to the school and you tell us and we meet you and we're just like, oh. So here we are. Yeah. God bless you all.
Yes, thank you so much for watching and your comments of why you watch. We love them.
We hope to meet each and every one of you in person someday here at the beloved school.
Yes.